Hello, miss. I hope you're doing well in the winter break. I'm doing well as well. So today I'm going to be showing you around my board. So my board's theme is mainly based on friendships. So the topic of the board is the power of friendships. The three themes that are visible in my two books are friendship, trust, and revenge. My thesis is friendship is vital for the well-being of everyone. It is based totally on the mutual trustworthiness of accepting others with open arms. A trustworthy friend is a person you could usually assume while facing demanding situations in your life. So, first of all, I'm going to be talking about my first book named Moby Dick by Herman Melville, and my second book called On the Road by Jack Kerouac. So, my first book is about a whale who had eaten a captain's leg, and the captain wanted revenge on the whale. So what he does is he finds two people named Ishmael and Queequeg who want to go on. They're really fond of going on a voyage in the sea. So he's like, oh, these two people are perfect, and he explains them what to do, and he builds up the trust between them that they're going to come back after killing the whale. They agree to it, right? And in the following of the book, when they're on the sea with other crew members as well, everybody's like, oh, this is a really good voyage. I want to see something new. So after a few days pass, they encounter the whale. Oh, they're really surprised, and then they start their tactics to kill it, but end up dying. So everybody dies except the narrator Ishmael. So Ishmael is the one who narrates the whole book, and here I want to show you what each symbol expresses. So as you can see, this is a sickle right here. This represents revenge in the book Moby Dick. As they want to kill the whale, this coffin represents two things, because one of the crew members named Queequeg made a coffin for himself because he knew that he's not going to survive after the revenge takes place. So, and it also represents death, how all of the crew members died. So furthermore, I'm going to move into the whale. The whale here represents how the whale ate all of the crew members and they all died. And these are some quotes from my book, the title, and the trust is shown how Ahab confronts them that they're gonna come back. Revenge is revenge on the whale. Friendship, they all become friends and have a good time. In the second book, called On the Road by Jack Kerouac. So I gave a quote here, a mirror, the car, some drugs. So I'm going to explain what happens in the book. There are three friends who would love to go out on the road because they're sick and tired of their everyday life. So in their everyday life, they're doing drugs, they're doing alcohol, which they want to be free from. They want to get something they can live for. They want to have a lust for a living. So the lust begins when they start their road trip in the USA. They go out on the road, they see the environment, the roads, the trees, then like all the stuff which you would like to see on the road, right? They're like, oh, this is actually a really nice time. We should do it more. So, in this book, friendship is the main theme because there's three friends who trust each other, and the trust is right there. They trust each other to go on this road trip. And revenge. They want to get revenge on themselves because whatever they're doing in the past, they want to get rid of it. So that's the revenge on themselves. Here, the mirror represents, as you can see, the mirror is like kind of blurred out. It represents that they're not able to see the true image of themselves. Like even if you look into it, you can't really see who you basically are. So what it is, they're trying to find who they really are. And these are the names of the main characters. This is my book. This is a road which I represented as like a road they want to be on, right? Go. So miss, also I want to talk more about the board, right? How you can see it's black, it's gray, and then it becomes white. I chose black for Moby Dick because black it's like a bad color, right? You can tell it's like darkness. So in this book, friendship dies. That's why I chose black. The gray area is like a shady area. Like for example, revenge is shady. It's not a good thing to take revenge on someone. Dying is a gray area. Drugs, alcohol, they're all gray. Because it's like really not nice to do these stuff because they're self-harming. And the white area in On the Road is because the friendship turns out to be good because they all survive, they all have a good time, right? And now I want to move on to why I chose the font, this font here. I chose the font in yellow or golden color because the color yellow represents friendship. That's the major theme. And I chose orange as drugs because it's really visually representative to you because it catches your eye. That's why I chose orange. And now I want to talk about some of the difficulties that I faced in making this board and making the essay throughout the book fair process. So the first difficulty I faced was to write the whole essay because I wasn't able to get some ideas throughout the book. So I had to read the book almost like again to get the symbols out of it because you told us that you have to read the book a little more, like if you have time, you can read it again to get all the stuff out of it. So I read the books again and got a lot of stuff out of it. So the first hard part I found was that making this board, because before I started the board, I was like, oh, am I able to make a good board? And I was like, oh, I might make one. So as the process started, I started painting it. I started putting up my themes and everything, and it turned out good. As today was book fair, and everybody actually liked my board, and I was really happy about myself. So basically, book fair is a really good thing. I think that the teachers should do it every year because it actually prepares students for future coming years in universities and stuff, because as we have lower due dates, like less time for due dates, it prepares the students. That's what I would say. And these are the mainly challenges I faced. And I would like to say that never do every assignment on the last day because it's a terrible idea. And that's all for today. Thank you, Miss, and have a good day. I hope you like my presentation.